If someone told me a few years ago that a complete beginner could build a whole website in 14 minutes, I would have laughed. Because not too long ago, getting a whole website online meant hiring a developer, spending hundreds of dollars at least, and waiting weeks just to see something live. And then most people just gave up before they even started. But here's what's changed. In 2026, the tools available to beginners are so good now that the old way of doing things is just basically dead. And in this video, I'm going to prove it because I'm going to walk you through step by step how to build a fully working, professional looking website in just 14 minutes, flat. No code, no complicated setup, no developer, just nothing. It doesn't matter if you want a personal brand, a business site, a portfolio, or a landing page. Because by the time this video is done, you're going to have something live, clean, and ready to publish. And the best part yet, if you've never built a website a day in your life, that's actually perfect, because that's exactly who this is for. Now, if you do want to master AI tools and learn how to build profitable SaaS apps and websites and AI agents and mobile apps with AI, then I've created a complete masterclass that shows you exactly how to do it all step by step. And this masterclass normally costs $499 to join, but since you are watching this video, thank you so much. You can also join completely free. Just check out that link in the description below to get free access to my masterclass, and you too can start building your AI-powered business today. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. So before we start building the portfolio website itself, let's go ahead and first go over Base 44 and see how the platform works, because this is the tool we're going to be using for the entire project. Base 44 is an AI-powered builder that converts plain language descriptions into fully functional websites and apps. So we just describe what we want to build, we explain the layout and the features that we need, and then Base 44 just handles the design, the structure, the hosting, and all the logic behind the scenes so that we never have to touch a line of code. Now, getting started is very simple. We just sign up using your email, verifying your account, and then you're taken straight into the dashboard here where you can immediately begin building your projects. Now, once you do enter the dashboard, everything revolves here around the main prompt box in the center of the screen. And this is where you type what you want to create, basically. Underneath the prompt box, there are category shortcuts that also help guide your ideas depending on the type of project that you might want to build. And lower on the page, you can also browse recent projects and community templates for inspiration and examples. So the platform is designed to keep the whole process pretty much straightforward, especially for beginners, so you can just focus more on the actual project rather than all that setup and technical configuration nonsense. So before we move into building, I do also want to quickly explain how the credit system works here, because every build inside of Base 44 uses credits. And Base 44 mainly operates using message credits, which are consumed every single time that we send a prompt asking the platform to build something new or modify part of an existing project. There's also a free tier, of course, available that includes 25 monthly credits along with higher paid plans designed for more intensive building and larger projects. So now that we've covered the basics of the platform, we can now move into building the actual portfolio website section by section. Before we do jump into generating sections inside of Base 44, I do again want to quickly break down the structure of the portfolio website that we're going to be building so that you better understand how every part of the site works together. A personal portfolio website is essentially your online presentation. It showcases who you are, what you do, and the work or achievements you want people to see. Now, for a lot of freelancers, creators, designers, and professionals, this becomes one of the first places that potential clients or employers look before deciding whether they want to work with you. So for this build, we're creating 6 sections in total. And the first section will be the hero section, which introduces you right away when someone lands on the website. After that, we'll add an About section where visitors can learn more about your background, your skills, and your experience. Next, after that, we'll build the portfolio section to showcase some projects and work samples. Then we'll create a services section that clearly explains what you offer. And after that, we'll add a testimonial section to help build credibility through social proof. And finally, we'll finish the website with a contact section, of course, so that visitors can easily reach out to you. We're also building everything one section at a time rather than generating the entire website in just one prompt. So this approach just keeps our prompts focused and much easier to review because then we can clearly see what each section adds before moving on to the next part of the website. The first section that we're going to build is the hero section, which is one of the most important parts of any website because it does create the very first impression visitors get when they land on the page. A hero section sits at the top of the website and is usually responsible for immediately introducing who you are, what you do, and what visitors should pay attention to first. Now, people decide very quickly whether they want to continue exploring a website, so this section really needs to communicate that main message clearly within just a few seconds. So a strong hero section usually includes a clear headline introducing yourself, a short subheading explaining what you do or offer, a call to action button that encourages your visitors to continue exploring the site, and a clean visual layout that immediately draws attention without feeling too cluttered. So since this section becomes basically the foundation of the entire portfolio, getting it right first gives the rest of the website a very strong starting point because every other section we build later will sit underneath it. So inside Base 44, I'm going to generate the hero section using the first prompt. And the exact prompt I'm going to use is build a personal portfolio website starting with just the hero section. Include a bold headline that says, "Hi, I am a creative professional," a short sub-headline describing my work in one sentence, a call to action button that says, "View my work," and a clean profile photo placeholder on the right side. Use a modern minimal design with a dark background and white text. And once that prompt is submitted, Base 44 starts generating the section automatically. And after a few moments, the preview already shows a complete hero section with the headline, subheadline, the button, and layout fully structured for us. So at this stage now, the portfolio already has a clear introduction section in place, and this now gives us a very strong visual foundation to continue building the rest of the website section by section. Now, but here's the thing, because Base 44 is incredibly powerful as you've seen, but still most people don't know how to use it properly. They end up building basic apps that don't make money or websites that just can't even convert. And that's exactly why I created my complete Base 44 Masterclass. Inside of my course, I'm going to show you step by step how to build profitable SaaS businesses, converting websites and mobile apps, all using AI, of course, with zero coding required. You're going to learn how to build AI agents that solve real problems and generate recurring revenue, the exact prompts and the strategies that I use myself to create professional websites in minutes, along with how to clone successful apps and then just add your own profitable twist, and my proven system for turning Base 44 projects into actual income streams. Now, this is not just theory because I'm going to walk you through real builds. I'm going to show you my exact process, and I'm going to give you the templates and the frameworks that have helped my students launch their own successful AI-powered businesses. And again, this masterclass normally costs $499 to join, but only for the people that are watching this video. Thank you very much. You can join completely free too. So if you're serious about building something profitable with AI in 2026, you got to click that link in the description below to join my Base 44 Masterclass, because I tell you, your future self will thank you for taking action today instead of just watching another tutorial. Going back, after introducing yourself in the hero section up top, the next thing most visitors usually want to know is who you actually are beyond the headline. So that is where the About section becomes important, because this part of the website really does give people a more personal understanding of your background, your skills, and what drives the work that you do. So a good About section helps the website feel more human and relatable. So when someone visits a portfolio, they're not only looking at projects or visuals, they're really also trying to understand the person behind the work. Even a short personal story or a few sentences about your background can help build that trust and make visitors feel more connected to you. So the key here is keeping the section concise and focused. You don't need a long autobiography. A short bio, a list of core skills, and maybe a simple photo placeholder are more than enough to communicate the important information clearly without overwhelming the page. So the actual projects and work samples will do most of the deeper storytelling later in the portfolio section anyway. So for our second prompt, I am going to tell Base 44 to add the About section directly underneath the Hero section while keeping the same overall design style that we already have established. So the exact prompt I'm using is this: Add an about section below the hero, include a short 2 to 3 sentence bio introducing my background and what I am passionate about, a list of 6 core skills displayed as tags or badges, and a photo placeholder on the left side with the text on the right. Keep the design consistent with the hero section. So once that prompt is submitted, as you can see, Base 44 will update the website and will add the full About section underneath our hero section. And now the preview shows the photo placeholder on the left side, the short bio on the right, and the skill tags displayed underneath, while still matching the same visual style as the rest of the website so far. So right now, visitors already have a pretty basic understanding of who you are and what you do, but the section that usually has the biggest impact on a portfolio website is the actual work itself. Because people can read about your skills and experience, but seeing real projects just gives them a much clearer understanding of your abilities and your style. And that's why the portfolio section here becomes the centerpiece of the entire website. And this is where you prove your value by showing actual work rather than only describing it. And in most cases, visitors make decisions based on what they see here more than pretty much anywhere else on the site. All right, so I'm going to tell Base 44 to add the portfolio section directly below the About section. And here's the prompt we'll use. Add a portfolio section below the About section. Display 6 sample projects in a clean grid layout. Each project card should have an image placeholder, a project title, a 1-sentence description, and a View Project button. Make the cards have a subtle hover effect and keep the design consistent with the rest of the site. So after the section is then generated, as you can see, the preview now shows all 6 projects arranged in a clean grid layout underneath the About section. And each project card includes an image placeholder, a title, a short description, and a View Project button, all that we asked for, while that subtle hover effect does help make the section feel more interactive as visitors move through the different projects. So keeping the cards visually consistent is also important because it makes the entire section just so much more easier to scan while still keeping the page clean and organized. A grid layout also works especially well here for portfolio sections, since it allows multiple projects to stay visible at the same time instead of forcing visitors to scroll through them all one by one. A portfolio website should not only show previous projects, it should also clearly explain what someone can actually hire you for. Visitors might like the work they see in the portfolio section, yes, but if the website never explains the services behind that work, then there's a good chance they just leave without taking the next step. And that's why the services section is important, because it gives the portfolio a much clearer purpose from a client perspective. Instead of making people guess what you offer, the website just directly explains the type of work that you provide and how you can help them. So for the next step, I'm going to add a services section underneath the portfolio section. And the exact prompt I'm using is this. Add a services section below the portfolio section. Display 4 services in a clean card layout, web design, brand identity, UI, UX design, and consulting. Each card should have an icon placeholder, a service title, and a 2-sentence description of what the service includes. Use the same design style as the rest of the site. So for a section like this, just keeping everything simple and easy to scan is really important, because each service card should include a clear title, a short description explaining what the service involves, and of course an icon or visual element that helps separate the different offerings visually. So clear and outcome-focused descriptions usually work much better than overly technical explanations, because visitors mainly just really want to understand what you can help them achieve. So 3 to 4 services is usually the ideal range for a portfolio website, because it gives enough variety without really making the section feel too crowded or overwhelming for someone just scrolling through the page. So after the section is generated, then the website really does now start feeling much more structured from a business perspective, because our visitors can immediately connect the projects they saw earlier with the actual services being offered. Also, the clean card layout makes the section very easy to browse, allowing someone to quickly understand the main areas of expertise without needing to read large blocks of text. A portfolio website can look visually impressive and then still feel kind of incomplete if there is nothing on the page that reassures visitors other people have actually worked with you before. So testimonials help solve that problem because they do add outside validation to the website instead of everything only coming directly, well, from you. The next section I'm going to generate then is the testimonials section underneath the services section. So the exact prompt I'm going to use is add a testimonial section below the services section, display 3 client testimonials in a card layout. Each card should include a short quote, the client's name, their job title or company, and a circular photo placeholder. Use a slightly different background color for this section to visually separate it from the rest of the page. Now, a strong testimonial should always feel specific and believable. Including a quote alone usually is not enough, which is why adding the client's name, their role or company, and a profile image placeholder just helps make the feedback feel much more real and actually trustworthy. For most portfolio websites, 3 testimonials is usually the right amount because it does add enough credibility without making the page just feel overcrowded or overly promotional. After base 44 finishes generating the section, the different background color does also help to separate the testimonials visually from the rest of the page, while the testimonial cards themselves add another layer of trust to the overall portfolio experience as visitors continue scrolling through the website. So everything on the portfolio now leads towards one final destination, which is getting the visitor to actually reach out to you after exploring the website. So a contact section is important because, well, without it, all that interest created by the projects, the services, and the testimonials, well, it has nowhere to go. So someone might genuinely want to work with you, but if there's no clear way to contact you, then that opportunity usually just poof, disappears. So for the final prompt of the build, I'm going to add the contact section and footer at the bottom of the page. So let's go ahead and tell base 44 to add a contact section at the bottom of the page, include a short headline that says, "Let's work together," a simple contact form with fields for name, email, and message, a submit button, and links to 3 social media profiles. Add a footer below the contact section with a copyright notice. Make sure the design is consistent with the rest of the site. So, good contact sections usually work best when they just stay simple and friction-free. Our visitor should immediately understand where to type their information, how to send a message, and where else they can connect with you online without needing to think too much about the whole process. So after base 44 adds the final section here, visitors can move from learning about your work to actually typing a message without needing to leave the website or search for contact information somewhere else. Getting a website live used to be the part that intimidated most beginners simply because even after finishing the design, there was usually still another layer of technical setup waiting afterward. And then people had to deal with hosting, deployment, domains, and all that configuration stuff before anyone else could actually visit the site online. With base 44, that entire process is all handled for you automatically. Because after finishing all 6 sections of the portfolio, I can just publish the website directly from the editor by clicking the Publish button here in the upper right corner. Now, base 44 instantly generates a live, shareable URL without requiring any deployment steps or technical setup. And the site can also be set to public so that anyone with the link can access it, which is exactly what you want for a portfolio website, since the goal here is to share your work with potential clients, employers, or collaborators. Inside the dashboard, there's also an option to connect a custom domain, and that replaces the default base 44 subdomain with a more professionally branded URL that's easier to remember and definitely much cleaner to share publicly. So after the website is live, the portfolio can then be shared pretty much anywhere. People might discover your work, whether that's on your social media profiles, your email signatures, job applications, of course, or personal branding pages online. A lot of portfolio websites never really feel that personal because they're usually built from templates that all look and sound the same. So what makes this different is that every section here was generated step by step around the exact structure and the style that we wanted, starting from nothing and gradually turning into a complete live website. And right now, the portfolio already has everything it needs to function as a real online presence for you. It introduces who you are, showcases your work, explains your services, builds trust through testimonials, and gives visitors a direct way to contact you. The nice part about building inside of Base 44 is that the website doesn't stop here, because now you can continue refining sections, updating projects, changing layouts, or expanding the portfolio whenever you want, just by continuing the conversation inside of the builder. I appreciate you watching and investing your time with me today. I'll see you at the next one.